screen to tilt, no stabilization, just a patch of light in a viewfinder and you and the camera. This is the Leica M10-R, and I want to talk about why everything it might not have be the reason it makes you better. So I was shooting on the Nikon ZF previously, specifically to adapt M-mount lenses on it. But when I saw the opportunity to pick up an M10R, I unfortunately had to sell it to make it financially work. It was a great camera and I still recommend it to this day. So the camera creates friction, and like I mentioned previously, there's no autofocus, no stabilization, no tilted screen. On paper that may be worse than my Panasonic Lumix S5 2X, but that's not the point. When a camera can't autofocus, you stop taking photos and you start making them. The Leica M10R allows you to slow down. You start to anticipate where subjects will be. You compose before you press the shutter, not after. Because there's no eye autofocus, the camera already assumes you already decided. And this is what I mean by friction creates creativity.
So please don't tell my boy where I'm going. No, he don't know the reasons why. Please tell my sister I still love her, even though we never seen eye to eye. So won't you take me home?
Here's the part of the friction argument that doesn't get talked about enough. Friction isn't just about how the camera handles once you're shooting, it's about whether you have it with you at all. The M10R has no grip, no articulating screen, just you and the rangefinder patch. It's small, it's quiet, it's kind of a camera you throw over a shoulder and forget it's there right up until you need it. A couple of weeks back, I was just out, no plan, and I stumbled upon this old European car mechanic shop. The kind of place with a yard full of vintage cars, old Mercedes skeletons, all sitting out there mid-restoration or just quietly rusting in the sun. I wasn't there to shoot, I didn't have a shot list, no plan for a series, but because the M10R was already on me, not in a bag, not swapped out for something smaller for the day, I could just start shooting. Rangefinder up, focus, recompose, frame the next car, the next detail. These whole series of photos exist because of this camera. It was small enough to be a habit and not a decision. If I had to think about whether to bring a camera that day, I probably wouldn't have. This isn't me telling you to sell your autofocus camera. I'm still keeping my Lumix S5 2X, and I loved my Nikon ZF. If I could, I would own both. But the M10R made me realize something. I've been using manual focus lenses as a style choice on other bodies, such as the Nikon ZF. The M10R makes it the only choice, and that changes how seriously you take it. If you're already living in M-mount, adapters, vintage glass, the whole ecosystem, this is where all of that was always heading. It's not a new hobby, it's the native version of the one you already have. Creativity doesn't usually come from more capability. It comes from fewer autopilot options, from a camera that makes you decide instead of deciding for you. The M10R isn't the easiest camera I own, I admit. It might be the one that makes me think the hardest, and honestly, that's the whole point.